Good morning. As we grow older, we gain wisdom, experience, and perspective. But we also face physical changes, one of the most critical being the gradual decline in muscle mass and strength. This condition, known as sarcopenia, often begins quietly around the age of 60, but it doesn't have to progress unchecked. After the age of 60, many individuals begin to notice changes in their physical strength, energy levels, and overall muscle tone. These changes are not merely a part of getting older, they are often a result of a biological process known as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the gradual and progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength that occurs with aging. This condition affects both men and women and can begin as early as the fourth decade of life, but it tends to accelerate noticeably after the age of 60. The causes of sarcopenia are multifactorial. One of the primary contributors is the natural decline in anabolic hormones such as testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which are essential for muscle growth and repair. As these hormones decrease with age, the body's ability to maintain and build muscle also diminishes. In addition to hormonal changes, there is often a reduction in physical activity levels. Many older adults become more sedentary due to retirement, chronic health conditions, joint pain, or fear of injury. This lack of regular movement and resistance activity leads to a faster breakdown of muscle fibers and a slower rate of muscle protein synthesis. Another important factor is the body's decreased responsiveness to protein intake. In younger adults, consuming dietary protein stimulates muscle building effectively. However, in older adults, the same amount of protein has a blunted effect, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. This means that unless older adults consume higher quality protein more consistently, their muscles may not get the same rebuilding benefit that younger people receive from similar meals. Neuromuscular changes also play a significant role. As people age, the number and efficiency of motor neurons decline. These neurons are responsible for sending signals from the brain to the muscles to initiate movement. A reduction in these signals can lead to fewer muscle fibers being activated during physical activity, resulting in weaker and less coordinated muscle contractions. Over time, disuse and underuse of these muscles accelerate their wasting. The consequences of sarcopenia extend far beyond aesthetics or muscle tone. Muscle tissue is essential for balance, coordination, posture, and overall mobility. When muscle mass is lost, the risk of falls, fractures, and loss of independence increases significantly. Daily tasks such as climbing stairs, rising from a chair, carrying groceries, or even walking short distances can become challenging. Furthermore, muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar, maintaining healthy body weight, and supporting cardiovascular health. As muscle declines, so does metabolic health, which increases the risk for conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. Understanding sarcopenia is essential because it is not an unavoidable consequence of aging. While age does influence muscle loss, lifestyle choices, especially physical activity and nutrition, play a powerful role in slowing or even reversing this process. Resistance training, adequate protein intake, and maintaining an active lifestyle can counteract the biological changes that contribute to sarcopenia. Recognizing these signs early and taking preventive measures can preserve strength, mobility, and independence well into later life. Daily movement is one of the most powerful tools available to maintain health, vitality, and independence as we age. Regular physical activity, particularly exercises that include some form of resistance or strength training, plays a critical role in slowing down the natural decline in muscle mass and function that occurs with aging. The human body was designed to move, and when it does not, it begins to deteriorate. Muscles weaken, joints stiffen, balance falters, and energy levels drop. This decline is not simply a byproduct of aging, it is often the result of inactivity and disuse. Engaging in daily movement stimulates the muscles, joints, and cardiovascular system in ways that preserve their function. Resistance exercises, in particular, help to maintain and even rebuild muscle fibers that may otherwise shrink or degrade over time. These exercises challenge the muscles to contract against a force, whether it's from weights, resistance bands, or body weight. This mechanical stress prompts the body to adapt by increasing muscle protein synthesis, improving muscle tone, and enhancing strength. In older adults, even modest strength training performed regularly can significantly reduce the rate of muscle loss and improve physical performance. Beyond building and preserving muscle, daily movement plays a crucial role in enhancing balance and coordination. As people age, Proprioception, the body's sense of position in space, naturally declines, leading to instability and a higher risk of falls. Regular movement helps maintain the neuromuscular connections between the brain and the limbs, improving the body's response to sudden shifts in position or unexpected obstacles. Exercises that involve balance and coordination, such as standing on one leg, heel-to-toe walking, or Tai Chi, can retrain these systems and provide critical protection against falls and injury. Flexibility is another essential component supported by consistent physical activity. Muscles and tendons become shorter and less elastic with age, which can limit joint range of motion and increase the risk of strains or sprains. Gentle stretching, yoga, and dynamic movements incorporated into daily routines can keep the body limber, reduce stiffness, and improve comfort during everyday tasks such as reaching, bending, or turning. Perhaps most importantly, regular movement preserves independence. Many older adults fear becoming reliant on others for basic needs, and the loss of mobility is a leading cause of that dependency. Simple, daily exercises such as walking, standing up from a chair, or lifting household items can make a profound difference in maintaining autonomy. When strength, balance, and flexibility are sustained, tasks like dressing, cooking, cleaning, and personal care remain manageable. This independence not only impacts physical well-being but also supports emotional and mental health by fostering a sense of control and self-efficacy. Daily movement also supports cardiovascular health, aids digestion, improves sleep quality, and helps regulate mood through the release of endorphins and neurotransmitters like serotonin. The cumulative effect of consistent physical activity extends far beyond muscle preservation. It becomes a foundational element of healthy aging, enabling older adults to live not only longer but with greater quality of life, confidence, and resilience. While cardiovascular exercise offers undeniable benefits for heart health, endurance, and overall wellness, resistance training holds a unique and essential role in preserving and rebuilding muscle tissue, especially as the body ages. Many older adults focus primarily on walking or light aerobic activity, believing it to be sufficient for maintaining health. While these forms of movement are beneficial for circulation and stamina, they do little to directly combat the steady decline in muscle mass that begins in the later decades of life. Resistance training, on the other hand, targets the musculoskeletal system in ways that cardio simply cannot, making it critical for sustaining strength, stability, and independence. Muscle tissue naturally begins to deteriorate with age due to hormonal shifts, inactivity, and slower protein synthesis. Cardiovascular exercises such as walking, swimming, or cycling engage the heart and lungs, improve endurance, and help with calorie expenditure, but they do not provide the necessary load to challenge and stimulate muscle fibers to grow stronger. Without adequate resistance or load, the muscles are not pushed to adapt, which means they continue to shrink and weaken over time. Resistance training provides that essential load by requiring muscles to work against a force, whether from weights, resistance bands, machines, or even body weight. The science behind muscle maintenance and growth lies in a process called hypertrophy. This occurs when muscle fibers are subjected to stress or tension, creating microscopic tears that then repair and rebuild stronger and thicker. Cardiovascular activity does not induce this same kind of muscular stress. Only resistance-based movements produce the level of muscular fatigue necessary to activate growth and preservation mechanisms at the cellular level. This process becomes even more important with age, as the body's natural ability to regenerate muscle slows down. Resistance training essentially tells the body to keep those systems active and responsive. Moreover, resistance training is especially important for maintaining bone density. As people age, bones become more porous and fragile, increasing the risk of fractures. When muscles are strengthened through resistance training, they exert tension on the bones during movement. This mechanical stress stimulates the bones to maintain or even increase their density, making them stronger and more resilient against injury. Cardiovascular exercise, unless it involves high-impact loading, does not provide this same skeletal benefit. Another key advantage of resistance training is its impact on functional strength and metabolic health. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat. As muscle mass increases, so does the body's resting metabolic rate, helping to regulate body weight and insulin sensitivity. This is crucial for preventing metabolic disorders like type 2 diabetes, which become more prevalent with age. While cardio improves calorie burn during activity, resistance training builds a stronger foundation for long-term metabolic balance. Finally, Resistance exercises directly translate to improved quality of life by enhancing physical capability in everyday tasks. Activities such as lifting groceries, rising from a chair, or maintaining posture require muscular strength. Cardiovascular fitness alone does not ensure the ability to perform these tasks safely and effectively. Resistance training, by focusing on the muscles involved in real-world movement, bridges the gap between fitness and functionality in a way that cardio simply cannot. Functional fitness emphasizes exercises that enhance the body's ability to perform everyday activities with ease, safety, and efficiency. As people age, the ability to carry out routine movements, such as standing from a seated position, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or maintaining balance while walking, can diminish due to muscle loss, joint stiffness, and reduced coordination. Unlike traditional workouts that often target specific muscle groups for appearance, functional fitness prioritizes movements that mimic real-life actions and engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously. This approach not only supports physical strength but also reinforces mobility, balance, and endurance in a practical and sustainable way. Functional fitness is particularly important after the age of 60 because it addresses the natural decline in muscular strength and neuromuscular control. Many older adults struggle not because they lack muscle, but because their muscles are not trained to work together effectively during everyday activities. Functional exercises train the body to move as an integrated unit, improving coordination between muscles and joints. This kind of training strengthens the movement patterns used in daily life, reducing the risk of injury and increasing confidence in performing regular tasks independently. One of the most essential benefits of functional fitness is its direct impact on fall prevention. Falls are a leading cause of injury in older adults and are often the result of poor balance, weak leg muscles, or limited reaction time. Exercises such as step-ups, balance holds, and side lunges strengthen the lower body and challenge stability in a controlled environment. Over time, this enhances proprioception, the body's sense of its position in space, making it easier to recover from slips or avoid them altogether. Unlike machine-based workouts that isolate muscles while seated, functional exercises promote active standing positions, dynamic movement, and shifting body weight, all crucial for maintaining equilibrium in real-world scenarios. Functional fitness also improves joint stability and range of motion. Movements that involve squatting, bending, reaching, or twisting help keep joints flexible and muscles strong across a range of angles. This is vital for preserving independence and comfort while dressing, bathing, cooking, and cleaning. These exercises often use body weight or light resistance, which reduces strain on joints while still encouraging strength development. Repetition of functional movements retrains the nervous system to respond with greater speed and precision, helping the body move more efficiently and with less effort. Cognitive benefits also emerge from functional fitness. Because the exercises often require coordination, timing, and balance, they stimulate the brain alongside the muscles. Activities like walking in varied directions, reaching while balancing, or changing speeds during motion can challenge both body and mind, supporting overall cognitive function. This is especially valuable for maintaining mental alertness and responsiveness as part of healthy aging. Incorporating functional fitness into a daily routine means choosing exercises with a clear purpose, not just aesthetic outcomes. The goal becomes sustaining energy, reducing discomfort, and maintaining the strength needed to live actively and independently. Whether it's rising from bed, playing with grandchildren, or going up a flight of stairs, functional fitness makes these movements smoother, safer, and more enjoyable.